Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Covert narcs, nice, nasty, and crazy tactics. The first one is passive aggressive behavior. They don't like confrontation. They don't like voicing their concern. They rather just, be shady and throw shade all day long and make you feel uncomfortable. Instead of just saying how they feel, they rather just be passive aggressive and have an attitude, and you're not even aware of the problem. You're not even aware that you've done something, but sometimes it just be very passive aggressive, and it could be out of jealousy. They could be envious of you. They could be very envious of you, and they see you as a threat, and they're not gonna. Sometimes they don't even tell you that they're jealous. So they just throw shade, they throw indirect digs, and you're left confused. But sometimes if you've done something they didn't like you doing, or that you're not falling for the emotional witchcraft. When you don't fall for the emotional witchcraft and manipulation or any controlling tactics they have, they will be passive aggressive. And sometimes, if they are toxic, it's best to keep a distance. But if you want to solve a problem, you can just try to say is there something wrong, but sometimes it's best to walk away from people like that. The second one is the silent treatment and the guilt tripping. Maybe they tried to control you and you said no. Now they are giving you the silent treatment. They're not inviting you to certain places because they can't control you. They want credit from you. They want credit. They want money from you, and you decided that you said no. You're gonna say no, and instead of them being okay with it, they will just give you silent treatment, and sometimes it can make you feel shame, guilt, because some people want control. They want to control your life and take credit. Only God gets the credit, and they want to take credit for every achievement you've done or something. And sometimes, when you say no and you don't tolerate their witchcraft, they get passive aggressive and the silent treatment. So it's so important to realize that. The third one is they're overly nice with a hidden agenda. They're so nice to you. You notice that they're so nice to you. They're lovely and they're so kind and they're caring, and they want to get to know you, and they're so bubbly and sweet. But the moment you tell them no, they change. Is a hidden agenda. They're not really a nice person, but they want something out of you. And if you say no, that's it. They've changed. They start being quiet around you. They don't want to. They don't want to get to know you anymore because you're not falling for their witchcraft. You're not falling for the control and manipulation. So it's so important to realize that when someone becomes and nice, warm, and then they become cold, it's because you're not falling for the witchcraft and the control. And it's so important to realize that you can observe, you can look and see if you're the problem, but if someone's a covert narc, it's important to realize that sometimes when they withhold their warmness, it's because you're not doing what they want you to do, and sometimes they won't say it, it does act that way. And the fourth one is they try to humble you. They try to set you up to fail in sly ways. They're not going to say to you that, you know what, I'm intimidated by you. I'm gonna set you up to fail. I know your traits. I know, your weaknesses. I know what your weaknesses are. I know what your good traits are. I know your bad traits. So I'm gonna highlight your bad traits in front of people. I'm gonna humiliate you, but I won't do it in a sly way. Maybe you're not really a singer. You don't like singing at the front of the church, and you're more shy. You're more reserved. They might say, we need someone to sing at the front, and you don't like being on stage, and now you might fall. You might say yes, and you might say no. Either way, you look unreliable. They need people, and you said no. So they try to set you up to fail in sly ways to humble you. It's humbling tactics. Like, oh, you think you're all that. You think you're so creative and you're on social media, but let's get you on stage and humble you and see if you can go on stage. And then when they realize that you feel shy and you feel very uncomfortable, they can feel like they get a satisfaction about it. They feel like, oh wow, I like seeing her like this. Sometimes I have a sadistic way of seeing you get humbled. So it's so important to realize that when someone's trying to humble you, you know, it's not always obvious. They're not going to say, I want to humiliate, I'm jealous of you, I want to humiliate you. Sometimes they just do it in humble. They'll do it in weird ways, in the sly ways. Hope that helped. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening.